What's up, Fearless Nation? This is Stacy Dash, and if you're into heavyweight boxing, then you have to check out Jay's Theory. He covers everything inside the ring and outside the ring, completely unbiased. So subscribe today. Peace.
The saga continues. Gil goes live for the first time on IG. You guys see it? Gil, I mean, if you didn't like him before and you watch this, I mean, I can almost guarantee that you'll like him. I mean, you see the dude's a class act. He's honest. He doesn't seem to have a hidden agenda or anything like that. If you haven't seen it, go watch Gil on Instagram. I forget what it's called, but I watched it actually on a page on YouTube called, what's it called? Tamara Tattletales or something like that. Go check it out over there. She edits out all the redundant questions that people keep asking. But, you know, Gil talked, he said he didn't want to talk about Married at First Sight, but I guess people are like, well, you know, what else do we want to talk about? So Gil answers some of the questions. He doesn't really get into other people's business. People asked him, like, did he want to mop Johnny? He was like, I'm cool with Johnny. He said, you know, no matter how they made it look, he said, Mirla and Johnny are not dating. They're just really good friends. He said, I know everybody thinks they're dating, but they're not. He said, Mirla's doing her thing. He said, Johnny's doing his thing. And he just said he's indifferent towards Johnny. He said, you know, I'm not going to, you know, hang out with the dude. But I'm paraphrasing. He said he's not going to hang out with the dude, but he said, you know, he's cool, you know, but he's clearly moved on, said he's still doing therapy. People asked him, did he like black women? He's like, yeah, of course I like black women. He said, I grew up black. He said, I told the matchmakers I wanted somebody Latina or black. So, you know, he's in the Houston area. What kind of questions did they ask him? They asked him, did he mind dating a woman with children? He's like, nah, I love women with children. He said, especially because they always have snacks. He said, they asked him, did he, how long had he been bodybuilding? I forget what he said, but he said he might enter some more shows in the future, but he's real busy now. He shaved off the beard. He was talking about how many people are, you know, trying to talk to him on Instagram. Looks like Gil is a top bachelor. They asked him, would he replace Jamie Otis on Unfiltered? He said, nah. Then he said, nah, you know, maybe I will if they ask me. But he seems just really focused. He seems like he's in a good place. He said he's in the middle of moving right now. He said he holds nothing against Mirla. He said, you know, sometimes you just, you know, he's like, if you don't like me, you don't like me. So looks like he's getting over it, but he's still in therapy, I guess, just to make sure he's over it. But they had some interesting questions. I'm trying to think of some of the other questions. They asked him, would he ever do The Bachelor? He's like, nah. They asked him, did he regret doing Married at First Sight? He said, I don't regret it. He said he had a great time, but he wouldn't do it again. And can you blame him? Let's see. They asked him, well, he's talking about his dreads. He used to have dreads and he shaved them, and he used to have a short haircut, but he got sick of going to the barber every day. I used to have dreads too, down to my waist. I had them for 19 years. After a while, I just, you know, I got tired of them. You know, I might grow them back someday. I don't know. But this isn't about me. It's about Gil keeping it real. Bars. Another question someone asked him was, he dating right now? He said no. But someone asked him, like, what's a good way to approach it? He's like, you know, just keep it honest, you know, be upfront. He's a real outstanding guy. He ended the video with a positive message telling people, you know, if you're going through it, don't trip because storms aren't forever. Real positive guy. If you didn't like him before, I mean, you got to be kind of a cruel person to not like Gil after this video. I mean, and people were wondering about, you know, he seemed to be intruding on other people's business sometimes on Married at First Sight. He's like, you know, that's not really me. He's like, I don't really care that much, you know. I'm not really into people's business like that. But said his favorite music is salsa and hip hop. What else? he said his favorite YouTube channel was the J. Roos Theory and WJ. Just joking. But shout out to Gil, real classy guy. You can tell the dude's, like I said, you can tell he's real honest. That's what I like about him. He said, someone asked him, how come he seemed to be the only one on the show that seemed to take marriage and divorce seriously? He said that's because the other couples knew way ahead of time that they were going to get a divorce, you know. He was going into it, he went into it, you know, not with the intention of getting divorced, and then he was blindsided on the Houston reunion, as we know, by Mirla. Mrs. Divorce is not an option. But, yeah, class act. I hope to see more of him in the future. Maybe he'll get a spinoff. I don't know, but he'll make some young lady a great husband. You could tell he's a throwback, and people like him are rare. And I think as Mirla matures, I think she'll realize she made a huge mistake. You know, as time goes on and you start seeing people are shady, you're like, what was I thinking? But I saw another YouTube channel, and they were saying the same thing I was saying about the experts, or the so-called experts on Married at First Sight. I don't really think the doctors are the ones picking the cast members. I think it's the producers and directors, and they're just kind of co-signing it, looking like they're doing it. I don't really think they're doing it, because I can't see Pastor Cal and Dr. Viviana, or even Dr. Pepper. I can't see them matching people just to get drama. That just doesn't seem like it fits their personalities, because they were really bothered when Mirla treated Gil the way she did. I mean, you could see it on their faces. And I'm thinking, you know, how can they still be called experts with the success rate they have? That's like a team losing every game in the NFL every year, and they keep making it to the Super Bowl. They could go 0-18 or ever, you know, however many games they play, 0-18. They keep being called champions, making it to the Super Bowl. If you're losing, you're no longer champions. And if you can't get people to stay married, it's one thing to get them married, but to stay married, you're no longer experts. That's just my take on it. Let me know what you guys thought of Gil's IG live, and let me know what you think of Gil. Does Mirla have a Instagram? I can imagine if she did, she probably won't go live, because she'll end up blocking probably everybody, because they're gonna let her have it. I don't know how you could defend Mirla. You know, I just don't see it. It seems like people like Gil, real good guys, usually meet up with the opposite. You know, it's like, you can't give a chicken McNugget. You can't give a girl that's stuck on chicken McNuggets, you can't give her steak, because she's not going to appreciate the steak. She's used to chicken McNuggets. So it's not that the steak is worthless. It's just she's used to lesser quality food. So, you know, and that stuff about you attract what you are, that's nonsense. I never believed that. So you're telling me Mirla's just like Gil? No. In fact, like, I can think of situations back in my 20s where I definitely didn't attract the type of person I am. You know, I don't smoke, drink, never been to jail. I don't use foul language, and I attract the exact opposite. So I don't know where they get that. You attract what you are. No, you don't. Nonsense. People just hear stuff and start talking about it. Anyways, the J. Roos Theory. Make sure to subscribe. You can find me on Instagram at Jonathan Roos 619. My page is on private, so hit me up, and I'll let you follow me. I'll follow you back, and be fearless. Yay, yay.